Slow down, Harrison, or your head comes off at your collar.
The congregation will rise for the reading of the 23rd Psalm. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures.
Just can't.
Can't what?
He restoreth my soul. He leadeth me in the paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death.
Are you listening, Harrison?
And I told you that I loved you. God forgive me.
Broken neck. Lou, better get some paper bags around each of their hands. It's a gun homicide. Joe, get ballistics in. No gun?
Pull the both sleeves out so they wouldn't burn. Nothing else has been touched.
Who's the girl?
Wouldn't say. Doc says it's a miracle.
Frank? Yeah. See if you can find out about these two.
Sure.
You know, if I'd taken the kind of tumble you just did, I'd want to have some x-rays made. How old are you? Okay, we'll skip that. I know how my girlfriend feels about that question. Your purse. May I see that? Come on.
Hey, Adam. The guy that was shot. It's Marty Harrison.
Are you sure?
He's got a wallet full of credit cards which says so. Snapshots of his wife and kids, and the car's registered in his name.
Come on, we gotta be going. Come on.
I've searched her.
Nothing.
You should have been there when old Horseface made me take the dress off. You missed all the fun.
No driver's license, no ID card, no wallet. Just lipstick, mascara, and $9.
And 35 cents.
And 35 cents.
Ready for me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Step over here, please.
We're giving her a dermal nitrate test to find out if she fired the gun. Say, you're early.
Impatient. How would you feel? 4 months of testimony, 2 million words of argument, 23 states' exhibits into evidence. It's already cost the taxpayers over 200 grand trying to convict Moody. And just when we're ready to turn the case over to a jury, somebody knocks off the foreman.
I'd feel lousy.
So does the DA. So do I.
Well, there is this. Moody didn't do it. He may have killed his wife, but he certainly didn't set this up from his cell in the Tombs.
I can see every swivel chair in City Hall swiveling, every rotary press in town turning. A thing like this doesn't look good for anybody.
When did any of it ever look good for anybody?
Has she talked yet?
Out of the side of her mouth.
Can you hold her?
Say, you're the man with the law books.
Unless you can positively link her with Harrison or with the other man in the car, you can't hold her.
That's how it struck me.
What about the other man?
We sent his prints over to the BCI. All we can do now is wait. We might make him, and we might not.
Okay, you can print it now.
Someday I'm gonna find out what that guy takes.
BCI made his prints. Sandy Newman, alias Lonnie Sanders.
Sandy Newman, a trigger from Cincy.
Hey, don't crack the nail.
You, from Cincy too, like Sandy?
And what are the charges?
Conspiracy to commit murder. Active accomplice. Murder in the first. Kind of charges you burn for.
I was standing on a street corner airing my legs. This old goat pulls up, slams on the brakes, I got in. After all, he's going my way. And wow, what a blast. Just a little lost sheep. Oh, I'm innocent, Lieutenant. Can't you tell by looking?
Now look, the DA can hold you as a material witness.
Oh, I'd like that. Fine hotel, private garden, flowered sheets, silver dishes from room service. Let's see. What'll I have for dinner tonight? Lobster cocktail first, then a salad with Roquefort, and what else? Oh, a filet, charred on the outside, but inside the way I like it, raw.
Young lady, he said he has to buy you a meal. Watch out it doesn't give you indigestion. In the meantime, you're staying here tonight. In the women's cell block. In the basement.
Jason.
Tell me, boy.
I'll say this for you, Jason. When you burn a bridge, 2 years.
I meant to stop in or to call. Thank you for not looking for me.
Oh, we looked, Jason. And we found. But I didn't think you wanted to be found. Not right off the bat. Give him a month or so, I told myself. He's got it coming. Then we'll try a Turkish bath and throw some hopeless case in front of him. Something to tempt him. Some poor devil we know is guilty as hell. Then as soon as you start to defend him, see me back in court again trying to win a case from you. Well, Jason, the head shrinkers call it occupational therapy. But a mentality, a talent like yours, why waste it? Anyway, when we looked for you again, you'd really gone.
On a red wagon, riding to paradise. Tommy boy, you wouldn't mind, would you, if,
Believe it or not, Jason, we don't have a bottle in the whole setup. We're disgustingly pure around here. At least during office hours.
that whirlwind entrance dried me out. I walked around the block for an hour, building up a head of steam. Now I'm back to normal, sitting on fly paper.
Where have you been, Jason?
Tracing a line of least resistance.
You know, they used to say to all of us young lawyers when we started law school, Sonny, you get a straight A average, then clerk for Jason Condon without getting fired, you'll wind up on the Supreme Court.
Where is she?
That's not... Can't be. Jason, she died when she was 14. I guess none of us ever knows the full story of anything. Not even about ourselves. Let alone our friends and their troubles. She ran away, huh?
Some people have to chase lights, Tommy. Sometimes the lights turn out to be on spaceships. And whose feet aren't clay.
Then she'd be 17. We should have sent her to the House of Good Shepherd last night with the other...
Young, less hardened female prisoners. Section 32, Article 24, Manual of Procedure.
Nobody could identify her. The BCI had no prints on her, either in the criminal or the civilian file. And she wouldn't tell us who she was, how old, or for that matter, that yesterday was Sunday.
I want to see her, Tommy.
I'll take you down. She should be back at headquarters by now.
The streetcar named Desire has now arrived in Elysian Fields, ladies. The Mardi Gras is about to begin.
I'm sick and tired of being dragged. Why don't you just take me right to court and eliminate this step?
Why, it brightens our day to be of service, madam.
You watch your language.
Come on. Come on.
Look, don't do me any favors.
Got clear.
You fly with crows, you get shot at.
They find out they can trust me, they'll stop shooting.
Step over here now. In front of the height stick. And take off your shoes. Pedigree sheet.
My complexion's fair, not sallow.
Beauty's to the beholder. Face round.
Narrow.
Eyes hazel.
Green.
Type eyes large.
How about hooded lids? Wouldn't you like that better? Or ears flaring? Feet cleft. Speech gruff. Peculiarities. Twitching features. Physique. Jellyfish.
I'm going to fill this in whether you like it or not.
If you want to find out about my pedigree, why don't you call the American Kennel Club? My mother was a mongrel. My father was an English retriever.
And he should have retrieved you.
Look at the cross. Jane Doe, B number, 927143.
Now look at the cross. Okay.
Nora. Honey, it's all right.
Who's the creep?
Nora.
You ought to give him a B number. Coming in here and annoying the girls. Dirty old man like him.
It's all right, officer. It's her father.
Where does it say he is? Look at him. How could he be a father? Father of what? Sour mash? Rotten potatoes? Go away. Tell your lies somewhere else and leave me alone. Do something, will you? I never saw him before in my life.
Nora's dead, Jason. The Nora you accepted.
We know that her name is Nora Condon, and we know who her father is, and she can deny it till she's blue in the face. We've got her birth certificate, and her prints match those taken at the hospital 17 years ago. 2, we know that she didn't shoot Harrison. Her dermal nitrate test cleared her. But Mr. Sandy Newman flunked his DN test, posthumously. Item 3, who hired Sandy Newman? Some of the downtown brass and a couple of the newspaper editorials have advanced the theory that Mr. H.P. Moody, the man on trial, engineered the whole deal from his cell in the Tombs to bring about a mistrial. Well, this is a tough one to prove out. I subscribe to the theory that Mr. H.P. Moody engineered the slaying of his ex-wife. Of course, that's for a new jury to decide. Somebody fired 3 shots at Nora Condon and Adam here when he was taking her to headquarters. That's the baby we want, Mr. Q. It's going to take a lot of time and a lot more shoe leather. Now, if we can link her with Newman, the DA can slap her with conspiracy. That'll make her sing. Right now, she's playing it cozy, holed up in some fancy hotel at the taxpayer's expense. Say, she's pretty cute, this kid. Knows her law, too. And why shouldn't she? With a father like hers, she was probably reading Blackstone before she ever heard of Mother Goose. I can hear the wheels turning, Adam. What have you got?
Negative identity.
Negative identity?
Yeah.
Will you translate, please?
Well, I've been watching Nora now for the past 60 hours. And it seems to me she's happiest when she's on the bottom of the barrel. She likes being in the gutter. Now, of course, that's not normal. So it probably means she's chosen a negative identity in order to regain some control of a desperate situation. In other words, she probably feels it's easier to be something she's not than to be something she really is.
Adam, what'll that in 2 bits get us?
Well, it might get us Jason Condon talking. Of course, if he talks, it could lead us to a path. The very same path Nora took. Then we may meet some of her friends. Even Mr. Q here.
Oh, Libby.
Okay, come and get it. Listen, there's a fried chicken and potato salad and no cow and honey and biscuits and hot coffee.
Hey, come on, Mike. Come on, boy.
Wait a minute, hey, give me a break there, will you? Hey.
Three days.
What do you mean? What do you mean 3 days?
3 days I haven't seen you.
Oh, forget those days. It's the nights.
I said, when are we ever going to...
When do I?
Catch up?
Catch up? You can't catch up. You can only try.
Say, listen, I hope Lieutenant Parker didn't mind my bursting in like this.
No.
I had to see you. Oh, Adam. Okay, I'm caught up. Let's go get some chicken.
Wait a minute. Maybe you're caught up, but I'm not.
Did you cook this, Livy?
Times Square delicatessen.
Too bad you can't join us. You know, I like that theory of yours, negative identity. I think you better go out and find the old man before he gets too drunk to remember his name.
I'll save some chicken for you.
Swell.
Good idea. This boy has a good appetite.
Well,
Wait a minute. Why didn't you tell him anything? I've been looking for you all night. That's empty.
Let's make quite certain. Common mistake. No apologies necessary. Lovely, isn't it? Gracious living. This room, if I choose to think so, is my exquisite. And the world as it appeared to Adam and the dawn of creation. If I switch my eyes so, I see the naked beauty of existence, where you only see filth. This is my library. The soft carpet I used to walk upon. Behind the shelves I used to put these. The scent of mahogany. The fire. The smell of good tobacco. Listen. You hear the metal chiming. The grandfather clock I had from Switzerland. Out in the foyer just outside the library. Oh, about now, Polly should be calling. Polly's our housekeeper. Shrill voice, that Polly. Mr. Condon, Mr. Condon. That means dinner's ready. Oh, and what a dinner. Egg bread served with a spoon. Rolls puffed with pride and burnished with butter. And sweet potato souffle in orange baskets. I hope you're hungry. Oh, that Polly. Don't know what we should do without her. Please sit down.
Maybe we should wait for the others.
No, there's only Nora. She'll be right back. She's out picking blackberries. It'll go wild out back at this time of the year.
What about your wife?
Please sit down. She'll be washing the blackberry stains from her hands pardon her appearance. Nora, this is Mr.
Flint. Adam Flint. You know, she's a very beautiful child. How old is she?
Just 12. You wouldn't think by looking at that tomboy. She speaks French. She can read Plutarch in the original. Knows more about law than most seniors at Harvard. Yet I worry about her. What kind of a childhood is that?
I worry about it too, Mr. Condon. About what might happen to her.
Nothing. Nothing can happen to her. She's a Madonna. An angel. Pure. Beautiful. Holy.
Mr. Condon. Mr. Condon. If you want to help Nora, you have to forget about the past. This dinner and Polly. That's all gone now, so forget it. The past is like a brick wall, Mr. Condon, when you place it in front of the future. We need your help, too. Who were Nora's associates? Who were her friends? And when and where did she stop being that little girl that just walked through here?
Polly has made such a lovely dinner. Nora, I'll be right back. Please stay.
Goodbye, Mr. Condon.
Calling you on the radio for 10 minutes.
I was inside. What's up?
We come up with a witness, a guy on 23rd Street, swears he saw Harrison's car stop on Sunday like he was going to pick up a dame. He opens the door. Sure enough, a dame comes out of the coffee shop. It's Nora. She gets into the car. Right behind her, another guy comes out. He identified Newman's photo. And he gets in the back seat of the car. And they all drive off together like one big happy family. The DA is slapping her with a conspiracy. We're taking her down to grand jury in the morning. How's that for action? What's the matter?
Nothing. Let's go.
You go ahead.
Turning now.
2 seconds, 2 shots. All on target. They certainly knew what they were after.
Who's got him, Mike?
Dr. Marcus.
Is he good?
Well, if there's a spark of life left, he'll find it. Of course, even Marcus can't walk on water.
I've got to go in. I've just got the back.
You can't go in.
I have to let her know it's all right.
Well, she's on the sodium pentothal. She wouldn't hear you anyway.
As they bring her up from surgery, don't leave her side.
This morning, the things you said to me, I thought I didn't hear. But if I did hear, I was too far gone to be moved. When you left, I went out and walked. Came to me that I'd been like a gramophone, playing the same monotonous note over and over again. Because the needle had cut itself a wrong groove in the record. It might go on playing like this forever unless somebody came in and gave the machine a sharp and sudden blow. Well, I've had that blow now. Maybe it is too late for Nora, too late for me. But the road she took, wherever it leads to, even the people it leads to, well, I think I can try to face it now, Mr. Flint.
Very good. The sooner the better. Now, if you can.
Well, as soon as I shave, change my clothes.
When did she come here?
Nora ran away in October, Wednesday. Almost 3 years ago. She came here first.
Did she come here to study?
To model.
I don't understand. Nora was 14. How could she have modeled here?
She lied about her age.
Isn't that rather difficult? In a life class?
Not for Nora, it wasn't. He was a businessman. Jade. Articles from the Orient. He was an experienced trader, able to make deals. So I made a deal with Nora. She moved in. I waited till he came out. We talked. He saw at once the wisdom of discontinuing the arrangement. There's no point in prosecuting him. How do you prosecute a city of men? So she moved out. I waited for her in a car outside, but that was the first of several places. Each succeeding one shabbier, each keeper less reasonable or dangerous. Until Nora had finally succeeded. Till she finally won and fallen as far as her mother. Her wife left me some time back when Nora was 9. Why? How many thousand-hour nights, I wonder, I asked myself that. Maybe she didn't want to grow up. Maybe she got tired of being good. Some women do. Maybe she got tired of me. I suppose although I'd lived in America since I was a child, been a citizen long ago, I still seemed a stranger to her, a foreigner. At first I thought she'd come back to me. When she didn't, I tried to carry on with Nora. I thought that I'd succeeded pretty well. Nora seemed to be everything that her mother wasn't. But in the middle of the night, I heard her crying. And I found her sitting alone in the dark. I tried to comfort her. But she was always dreaming the same dream. How she and her mother sat on a bench waiting for a plane to land. She kept begging her mother not to fly away. The mother said she had to go. And then crowds came with luggage. She lost sight of her mother. She was alone in space, walking on clouds. When she looked down, she always saw a park. And her mother, and a man, not me, laughing, and she'd try to call her. But her mother never answered. And by the time she'd climbed down, her mother was always gone. But the man still waited, young and handsome. He reached out to her, lifted her to the ground. Then she saw that she was lying on a grave covered with white flowers. Each flower was the face of her mother. The question is, Mr. Flint, not why a man drinks, but for whom he drinks.
The end of the trail. Isn't that what you promised me?
All right, Gus. Let's take the good things first. Let's say I'm satisfied that your prints on the wheel indicate that you didn't fire the shot. Okay? All right. How many fingers, Gus?
5.
That's very good. Now, don't strain your brain, Gus, but how many are there now?
Now, what's the matter? You think I'm stupid?
Yeah, I think you're stupid. I think you got the brain of a lizard. One of them small lizards you buy in the arcades for 2 bits.
It's 5 on each hand. Anybody knows that.
How many fingers are there, Gus?
10. 10 of them.
10. Very good. You hear that, Maneri? This is Einstein, our boy Gus. He says it's 10 up. All right, Gus. Now tell me, who hired you to heist that car and take over the wheel? I might pull a few strings for you. I might even get you 10 spot in Sing Sing. Instead of a barbecue job. What do you say, Gus?
How do I know she's dead?
With your record, what difference does it make?
May we come in? You know her?
Yeah, sure. Her picture's all over the front page.
Do you know her?
Should I?
She used to work for you.
So what do you want me to do? Put the finger on her?
Let me see your license. Says you have a carry permit. Where's your gun?
I haven't fired that for years. I don't even carry it anymore. Well, some of the clients like to hire an investigator with a gun. It gives them that solid feeling, you know?
When did you see Nora Condon last?
Long time. Yeah, maybe more.
What did she do for you?
Divorce cases.
Mr. Condon, maybe it'd be best if you waited outside.
I'll stay.
Weak stomach?
That's right. This is Nora's father. You sleep here often?
Depends on what the job is or how late I worked the night before. Most of these divorce things, you gotta set up late, you know. Makes it rough to get home. I live way out in Glen Cove, so I just pull up a couch and let it go at that.
I want to hear about the girl.
Look through there, it's all there. She worked about 6, maybe 7 setups for me.
Why did she stop?
Are you kidding? I found out she was underage. That's a train ride arsoning. Hey, look, the girls don't have to do anything with the guy who hires us. They just go up to the hotel room with him. Then when everything's all set up, I break in with the camera. And the wife, who knows all about the setup, and we shoot the evidence. Then we go into court, divorce granted, everybody's happy. Huh? So what's the beef? Pays good, too.
Mr. Condon, is this as far as you were able to follow Nora?
You denied ever seeing her.
So I'm just a sentimental slob. I didn't want to kick him when he was down.
Let me see the file on Nora.
Sure. She sure must have hated you.
Let me see the file.
And what'd you ever do to her to make her hate you like that, huh?
Just drink your breakfast, Staples, and let him alone.
Make it easy on yourself. Take the file with you, drop it in the mail when you're through. As far as I'm concerned, it's a dead issue. Turn the light out, huh?
Out of surgery, Mr. Condon. Back in the room. Still alive. You been in to see Staples?
Yeah. This is as far as Mr. Condon was able to trace Nora. But I got a file. Some of the names in here might be a lead.
Moody's name in there? Figures. You didn't expect Staples to tell you that she was the correspondent in the divorce case Moody got last year, did you? Well, we dragged the car out of the Harlem River. Dug the driver out of the woodwork. He talked. Staples is our boy. End of the road, Staples. Toss it out.
An experience like this, a case like this, has never come to me before. Though I speak for the state, for the people, the primal accuser in all criminal actions, I bring this particular case before you with great reluctance, and quite frankly, with some uncertainty. I find it difficult to place the added burden of accusation on a 17-year-old child, a minor, who at this very moment is waging her own battle with death. Indisputable evidence found in the files of her employer, Harry Staples, clears her of any charge of homicide or conspiracy to commit homicide. But of another crime, conspiracy to bribe a juror, which carries a maximum penalty of 5 years imprisonment, there exists some doubt of her innocence. By her own confession, given freely as a dying declaration to Detective Frank R. Caro of the 65th Precinct, and in the full belief that she would not survive. She stated that Staples paid her $500 to get friendly with Harrison. She admits she got friendly with Harrison. There were some pictures taken. Staples intended to use these to make Harrison play ball, split the jury, bring about a mistrial. For this, Moody offered Staples a $25,000 payoff. When Harrison decided he'd rather face his wife and confess his affair than break the law and violate his oath as a juryman, Staples convinced her to call Harrison and make one more plea. Harrison did meet her. But without her knowledge, Staples had arranged for a professional killer to be there too. So, Harrison made his decision. Death for for all three. There it is, in all its naked truth.
Mr. District Attorney, I know this is irregular, but no man with the compassion that I know Mr. Stevenson possesses can enjoy the role of high priest, particularly when the defendant is his goddaughter. She's my only child. The weakness of her flesh is my weakness. What she has done, I have done. You see me standing before you, ladies and gentlemen of the jury. You see me, you see the defendant. No. I'm afraid you cannot. You see, an old man, father, you take pity. You reach out to me because it is the inexorable law of nature that no man can deny the suffering of another man without diminishing himself. In my face, you see your own. Although I appreciate your pity, I do not seek it, either for myself or my daughter. Out of this tragedy has come some little good. For the first time in my life, I look upon things with the eyes of a man who has been at the brink of death. Of a man who, as he comes out of darkness, sees in the world around him everything unfathomably beautiful. I begin to understand the meaning of existence, that it is some form of convalescence. If only we had the luck and wisdom to discover it, so that each day we can be reborn out of the mortal sickness of the day before. Why is it that every child has to suffer some number of traumatic shocks in the process of growing up? Yet only some children become neurotics. Is there not some weak link from the past, some flaw in an unremembered ancestor, so that we carry the seed of self-destruction within ourselves from our birth? And when we come face to face with this destruction, or with someone who is supposed to set an example, don't some of us try to escape into fantasy, into alcohol, some other human being, or even into crime and self-destruction? The district attorney has drawn an indictment calling a true bill against Laura Condon on a charge of conspiracy for bribing a juror. If you're satisfied with the evidence before you constitutes a prima facie case, then you must vote for an indictment. If we do not protect the sanctity of our jury system, we imperil the very foundations of the law by which we all live. An example, therefore, must be made. When her trial comes, if she'll have me, I shall defend my daughter. I'll stand by her with all the strength I have to give her. If I should fail, well, then we face it together. My only regret is that whatever the sentence the court pronounces cannot be shared by me, the father who failed her.
Condon. Nora.
My darling.
Daddy.
There are 8 million stories in the naked city. This has been one of them.
been a Screen Gems film presentation from Columbia Pictures, produced by Herbert B. Leonard.